Hi, welcome. My name is Yeli, and I am a type 2 diabetic that recently got Mounjaro prescribed to manage my diabetes. And today I'm going to give you an update of what has been going on since the fourth injection day. And there's some interesting things that have happened. And I also wanted to talk about my doctor's visit and how that went. So let me get into it. On Monday, it was injection day and it was the last day I vlogged. And I have everything written down because I don't want to forget, to mention anything. So I did have my doctor's visit today, but let me just go back to Monday. And the shot went well. My second shot, my fourth shot, which was the last one of the box, it was fine. I don't love injecting myself, so as good as it can go, but really good, like, because I barely feel a pinch. I barely feel liquid going in. If anything, the pinch, sometimes I don't even feel it. Sometimes I do feel a little bit of the liquid going in. So that part is not really terrible. On Tuesday, though, I did have some strange things going on. And I can't say that these are related to Mounjaro, but I can't discard it either. And this is why I always mention how important it is to journal, to write down everything and to just keep track of everything. Because this way, if this happens again and it happens to be the day after injection once again, I can put two and two together, right? Like that dizziness that I had, I think it was when my second injection, the day after my second injection, I felt dizzy. And this is kind of something that I also saw after my third injection, and I also saw it in the morning after my fourth injection. But I did see something also additional, which was my hand was twitching, guys. At first, I was like a little bit concerned because my hand was twitching, but I also had like numbness on this part of my hand. And I do work a lot of times with a mouse, and something like this might have happened when I was doing keto. So after calling my doctor to let her know, because I feel that that's the first step for me, especially because I'm type 2 diabetic and I am on Mounjaro, but also on other diabetes medicine, like I'm on metformin as well. So I thought it was important to let her know. But then I started thinking again, and I said to myself, well, you know what, when I do keto, when I used to do keto, every now and then I got some weird stuff going on, and they kind of went away when I took my electrolytes. So what I did was that on Tuesday, I took electrolytes in the morning and electrolytes then again in the evening. And, my hand was twitching. There was a little bit of tingling and numbing. And the twitching kind of came on and off. But after the second drink of electrolytes, the twitching completely went away. The numbness is kind of very mildly present still. But I am, however, drinking electrolytes on a daily basis again, just to make sure, because I don't know. I heard somebody saying that their doctor had told them that these medicines tend to dehydrate you, but I'm not sure if that's just an effect of the medicine itself, or it's just because some people throw up or have some GI consequences that make you dehydrated. But in any case, I thought of that and it's working well for me. So I was like, okay, you know what? Definitely, I'm just going to go ahead and drink my electrolytes and keep on journaling, keep on writing and recording everything I feel and go through, just so that I can keep an eye on it, right? So that day I woke up at 7:40. I went to bed at 11:30. I kind of want to go to bed earlier and start waking up earlier because I need to get ready for the start of the school year. We wake up really early to drive my daughter to school, so I kind of want to do that. And then yesterday, today is Thursday, and today is actually, and I forgot to tell you guys, today is actually day 24 on Mounjaro, which is, yay, that's great. I'm excited about that. Because you never know with new medicine how it goes and if it's something that I can continue or not, right? So I made some changes. I was seeing that my sugar was better before I went to the diabetes educator and the nutritionist. And the suggestion that my diabetes educator gave me, and you know, she's thinking of my side effect of reflux, was to not take it with just coffee, because I still tend to fast in the morning. I only have coffee and I start eating at noon. And that's still working well for me, especially because I wake up with higher blood sugar. And as soon as I wake up and start getting, you know, active, it goes up even a little bit more, which is weird, but that's how my body works. So maybe, I don't know, I was listening to somebody talk about cortisol, so I don't know, maybe I just have a lot of it when I wake up. Who knows? Whatever. Whatever the reason is something that I've been able to see and check with my continuous glucose monitor. And I said to myself, there's something that's not really hooking well, because I am eating what my nutritionist told me to eat. I'm counting carbs, I'm writing down, I'm logging everything. I am actually always under the calorie allotment that I have. And it's just strange, right? And I'm never on the high range. She gave me a range between this and that of carbs, and I'm always either in the middle or on the lower side of that range. So it didn't make sense to me that I wasn't losing weight either. So I changed back my medicine. And if anything, I had gained half a pound, which is maybe not too much, but anyway. So yesterday I went back to my morning metformin. I haven't had reflux, so quite possibly the initial reflux that I felt from Mounjaro is not happening anymore. So with my reflux medicine and my metformin, is okay to have it in the morning just with coffee like I used to forever and ever. Well, forever and ever, for like a full almost year and a half or so. So I did that, and yeah, that half a pound that wouldn't go back down, I lost it. So I'm again at 7.5 pounds lost, or 7 pounds lost. I lose track. I have to look at my numbers. I don't have this in this notebook though, but anyway, I'll update you guys and possibly add like a number up here when I get that number. So anyway, I went back to that, and my sugar has been better, much better, to the point where I'm like, okay, I'm not playing with this. And I understand, like, I'm not saying that my diabetes educator didn't really know what she was doing. Of course she knows. But for some people, medicine reacts differently. So I'm a person that tries to take to heart whatever a medical professional tells me, but I've learned to listen to my body as well and just make adjustments going on that, okay? So I'm back on that, and it's working well, and my sugar is better. Even after the few days of medicine with Mounjaro, the fact that I had made that change, I wasn't seeing the improvement that I was seeing at first, and now I'm seeing it again once I went back to my metformin dose, how I used to have it. So we're good with that. Also, my endocrinologist, who is a diabetes specialist, not an educator. I keep on saying, instead of diabetes educator, I keep on saying diabetes specialist. So it's two different things. It's a registered nurse who is a diabetes educator, but today I saw my doctor, my endocrinologist, who is a diabetes specialist. So she went over numbers with me. And the one thing that she was super excited about was the fact that I was in range 100% of the time, What does this mean? This means that on my glucose monitor, they have reports that they can do with my data that I don't have access to, so I can't like put it up here and show you guys. But with my glucose monitor, it can tell you if I've gone out of range, and the range is always signaled in green. So if I go out of range and it's higher than the range, it goes to yellow, and if it's lower, which means like a low glucose episode, it goes to red. So I did not have any of those. I was always within range, and I think my highest blood sugar for a brief period of time was 165, and it was either that day or the days following that episode at Costco where everything went crazy. I went over with my doctor and I said, hey, did I take too many of the fast acting glucose tablets? And she said, no, it wasn't terrible. You corrected it. Your blood sugar went back up, and that's fine. And it's normal that it gets wonky for a few days because, you know, your body is kind of figuring out what to do with the fright or fly mode. I don't know. Or fight. I don't know what it is. I'll have to write that down here as well. Oh my gosh, guys, today I'm horrible. Excuse me. Thank you for putting up with me. So she said, you know, that was okay, that everything that my sugar experienced was okay. And she gave me good news, which is, even though my daily average has fluctuated between 129 and 136, especially higher those days after I took those glucose tablets, she said that, like, on my past visit, the continuous glucose monitor, which, I mean, it's covered by my t-shirt right now, but I use the Freestyle Libre 2. It gives you an estimate of what your A1C is going to be. And the A1C estimate that she gave me last time was 6.9. So from an A to a 6.9, that's an improvement for sure. Because anything 7 or above, I think it's not well-controlled diabetes. You want it to be lower than 7. So today, the CGM average and the projection, like that they did for my A1C, was 6.5, which is wonderful because 6.5 is almost pre-diabetic levels, which it doesn't mean that I'm going to be cured. I'm always going to be a diabetic. And as soon as I eat sugar, carbs in quantities that my body can't handle, I'm going to have all this craziness with blood sugar and glucose happening again, and my levels can go back up. But the fact that I have not yet been a full month on this medicine, and that I've lost, let's say 7 pounds, because I don't remember if it's 7 or 7.5, but I'm not gonna, you know, I'm not gonna get hung over a half a pound. Let's say 7 pounds. So if I've lost 7 pounds and I've been able to take my projected A1C, my real one was 8 and my projected one is 6.5 in just 24 days, that is freaking awesome. I love it, and I am super excited about that. The other thing she did mention was titration. We talked about that. So she said, since you got the weird twitching and tingling, she said, and the fact that I do have a little bit of a vision issue, which she also said that the glucose has been correcting itself. And when those changes happen in a relatively fast period of time, that the eyesight can get a little wonky, but once we stabilize everything, it should correct itself back again. So she said to wait 3 weeks or so to get my eye exam, because as diabetics we have to, you know, get yearly revisions for that. So she said, yeah, just wait a little bit. But of course, let's keep an eye on it, because if it persists, then we have to, you know, I don't know. She didn't tell me exactly what we have to do, but we have to, I have to bring it up to her if that happens. So she said for Mounjaro, it's, even though it's new medicine, we've realized that like other medicines, it doesn't have to be titrated up no matter what. So continuing on the 2.5 dose is something that we can definitely do. And again, right, she is not just an endocrinologist, she is a diabetes specialist. So, and I was happy to hear that, because even though I know that weight loss is greater when we go up, I don't feel I need to go up right now, because I feel that by having my metformin back on track, I'm feeling better. My blood sugar is so much better. I also made some changes to what I'm eating that I really like the way that that's working out for me. So why mess it up if it's working? So we're sticking with 2.5, and we're gonna stick with that for as long as possible. However, if I'm not having absolutely any type of side effects and I want to go up, and I feel that that's going to help me further, either with my sugar or my weight, then we'll do it. But she was, you know, she and I were very much in sync about being focused about controlling my sugar. I feel that once the sugar is under control, the weight is going to follow. So weight is not my main goal, even though it's something that I'm looking forward to. My sugar levels are my main concern right now. And once that's stabilized, we can figure out what else to do. So she prescribed the 2.5, and I'm not going to go into the whole insurance saga. I'll save that for another video. It'll be a quick one, but that story, I feel I need to tell it to you guys. But yes, so we're sticking with 2.5. I'm going to get 4 more doses of that. I'll see her in 2 more weeks, because she has to follow my continuous glucose monitor and everything, how that's going. And yeah, I'm excited. So I'll keep you guys posted if there's anything that's coming up that I feel that's worth sharing. You might not be seeing daily posts from me going forward, because by the time I post this video, I might not be fully caught up, but most likely I will be spacing some videos. But yeah, I'm super excited to have you here, and thank you so much for following my journey. And for those of you that are doing this with me, I really appreciate you being on the other side. I really appreciate when you subscribe, like, and comment, because it really helps me continue to be accountable. And I feel that we can support each other in this journey. And the medication is wonderful, but it's not the only thing that needs to happen. There's a lot that I need to do myself as well. And just having this outlet, venue, support system is really helping me a lot. So I'm excited about that. Thank you so much, guys. Goodbye. And until the next one, when I tell you my story about how much I paid for a month of prescription. Bye, guys.